Hello there.
Alright guys, I have a surprise video for you guys here. I have exclusive leaks for Jurassic World Rebirth that somebody actually reached out to me and gave me for this movie. So take everything that you're going to hear in this video with a grain of salt. It could or could not be true. This isn't coming from some reliable leaker over on X or anything like that. It's actually coming from somebody who reached out to me directly. But it gives us some more potential details on the final fight in Jurassic World Rebirth ahead of the coming second trailer that we're probably going to get here in the next few weeks following CinemaCon. A lot of details for you guys in this video, especially on the so-called second mutant that is going to be in this movie, but more specifically the D-Rex, the D-Rex's role in this movie, and how the final fight in this movie may actually end up going. We're going to discuss it all in this video. If you guys enjoy my Jurassic content, consider checking out my channel, and let's do it.
The Atomic Fair.
Alright guys, so what we are hearing right now about the final fight of Jurassic World Rebirth actually doesn't involve the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. It doesn't even involve the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It involves the 3 Spinosauruses that we see in the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer, which we are now hearing, according to these new leaks that I have on this channel, exclusively on Atomic Fan, that these Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosauruses are sisters, and one of them is potentially maybe going to meet a dark fate, but beyond that, we're hearing that the D-Rex is going to face off against these 3 Spinosaurus sisters, and apparently, according to this, it says the D-Rex and the Spino are going to be our rematch, and it's going to be a trio of Spinosauruses. The D-Rex kills one Spino and hurts the other before being taken out by the 3rd Spinosaurus, and they apparently, like I said, are all sisters. Now, this leaker also says that the Spino from Jurassic Park 3 does not return, which I kind of figured was a stretch anyways. I was really hoping it would return. A lot of fan theories were kind of saying it could potentially return, and a cool fan theory was that the Spinosaurus would actually return in the final fight to ultimately defeat the D-Rex, which would have been incredible to see, but like I said, sounds a lot more like fan service than something we're actually going to end up seeing in the film. But we're also now hearing apparently that there's not even going to be a T-Rex or Spinosaurus rematch, which is interesting because some of the first leaks we heard about this movie that ended up being primarily true. A lot of the leaks ended up being really true. We were hearing that we were going to have a Tyrannosaurus Rex and Spinosaurus rematch, that there was going to be a set of sibling Tyrannosaurus Rexes in the film, with one having a scar over its eye, and it seems like that is now not really the case in this movie. But we're hearing apparently that the D-Rex is old, that she's very slow, and she is a female, and that the Spinosauruses, of course, are a lot quicker than the D-Rex, and that one of the Spinosauruses is killed but goes out like a boss, pretty heroic actually is what this leaker says, and then the other 2 swarm the D-Rex. The D-Rex is big, but not quite as big as the trailer portrays. Interesting. She's bigger than the Rexy and the Giganotosaurus, and beyond that, that gives us a lot of insight into what is going to be happening in this Jurassic World Rebirth film. It makes a lot of sense for them to just go ahead and have these 3 Spinosauruses be the heroic Spinosauruses that face off against the D-Rex. It makes sense for one of them to die, and a lot of these things make a lot of sense, especially the D-Rex being slower, being old, and being a failed attempt at making a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, what's funny is that we are finally getting some very paleo-accurate Spinosauruses, but a lot of people were kind of upset with that, saying that the designs looked a little wonky, especially when you compare it to that Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, which up until this point, I pretty much for the most part agree. That is why even the Hammond collection is going ahead and doing that classic, iconic Spinosaurus before they take a jab at the new Spinosauruses that we're going to see in this Rebirth film. But really, it's kind of sad that the D-Rex is going to die. I know that this is what we've been hearing for a long time, so it's not like this is a big surprise, but I was really hoping that the D-Rex was going to somehow stick around or was going to somehow survive at the end of the film, and it would be nice to see some of these dinosaurs appear in subsequent movies other than Rexy. But nonetheless, this is a massive genetic failed experiment, so it's probably best that the dinosaur ultimately just dies and doesn't appear in any future movies. But like I said, this could really pave the way, and I said this in previous videos, for the idea of some kind of perfect genetic mutation dinosaur that could appear in future movies and be the ultimate bad guy villain dinosaur. Where they go with the Jurassic World franchise after this will be very, very interesting, especially because Jurassic World Rebirth looks to be the most innovative film potentially in the entire Jurassic franchise since the very first movie itself, but especially in the Jurassic World franchise. This is easily the most innovative film with some of the most creative concepts that were scrapped for Jurassic Park 4 ultimately being brought into this, and that is the inclusion of mutated dinosaurs, the inclusion of extreme genetic experiments gone wrong, and the idea that there would even be an island of so-called misfit dinosaurs that weren't really supposed to be the showcase dinosaurs, but nonetheless were still brought to life by scientists, and they had to do something with them, either just kill them off or consolidate them into this one island. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think about these big Jurassic World updates, because we are now hearing exactly what is going to happen in these Spinosauruses in the next Jurassic World film, as well as how the D-Rex is going to ultimately be killed, being ganged up on by 2 of the Spinosauruses, while also killing 1 of the sister Spinosauruses. All good stuff, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you're thinking for this video. That is all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.